What's going on, guys? This is Bandit FX, and today is May 23rd, 2021, and this is my pre-market analysis for gold. So, a little bit of update on gold as far as higher time frames go. Let me break out the EMAs here. So we did have the 100 EMA on the weekly time frame get touched as far as the support on gold a few weeks back. Now, another reason why this is significant is because this lined up with the last swing to the upside right into the golden zone at the 618 level. We had multiple rejections, and now we're moving up. So at this point, considering price has been very, very bullish since then, we do have targets as far as $2,400. I know I said in my earlier videos that I was anticipating gold to come down, but obviously, just with timing and everything that has changed fundamentally, at this point, I do believe it's going to be heading to the upside, especially because of crypto at this point. You know, a lot of people are taking profits from crypto markets in the middle of dumping. So you're going to see a lot of that wealth transfer come from the cryptocurrencies and stocks and things like that and moving back over into gold and silver. So this is just how it actually lined up. So let's go to lower time frames just to see what's going on. So obviously on the, let's see, daily time frame. Okay, so we just broke above this most recent resistance level. I'm going to mark it down right here as a support because this doji, even though it did close bullish, this is a support area. You just can't see it. It'll be on lower time frames. So we're going to mark that off as our daily support level, and we're going to mark off our daily resistance up here. Okay, so 1950 basically is our most recent daily resistance, our most recent support. We just kind of printed a doji, bounced off, and we're trying to break the highs off of 1867, 1875 area. So coming down to the 4-hour time frame, obviously we're in this pretty nasty range right now. I'm very bullish on gold at this point as far as this upcoming week. So we're gonna draw out the long scenario first, and then we'll anticipate for shorts if that does happen. So obviously we're just in a range right now. If you take a look to the left, we're gonna see what kind of traffic we got going on here. Very, very clean traffic up into this level. So we're just gonna mark this off. I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna mark this off as 1 and then 2. Okay, so let's come back over here. These are our next levels of interest for price to continue to. Okay, so providing we do break this 4-hour resistance here at 18, we'll just call it 1890. I'm looking for a move to the upside up to 1906, 1905. So buys above 1890. This is very, very clear, very easy to read price action. Nothing too difficult going on here. We're looking for TP1 at 1905. And then obviously TP2 at 1920. Now, like I said, because the overall time frames on the higher time frames are bullish, this should continue up past even both of these levels with no issue. You know, we should just continue moving bullish. Obviously, there's going to be some chops, some retracements on lower time frames, but overall, I do think we're heading back to all-time highs at this point. Now, as far as the short scenario goes, you know, what are we looking for as far as shorts? Let's break it down to the 1-hour time frame. Still, you can see it's very, very sloppy range here. Nothing really too clean. Let me make this a little bit smaller for you guys, so we can read this a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move it down here. So if we are looking to take a short position, obviously, I'd like this range to break completely, at least below this level, because this is some clean price action, and then we have some more falling down here. I don't think price is going to come any lower than this because it is lined up with a previous resistance, now turned support. So this is a very significant level on the 1-hour time frame. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. Okay. And then obviously we do have this level here, so this is also very significant. All right, so that's basically it. So 1863, so sells below 1866, 1863. Now, one thing I do want to mention when I say sells below these levels, this is obviously with a candle close. You know, we want at least a 30-minute candle or higher to close below this level in order for this trade to be valid. Um, we're not taking any trades on open volume candles. Like you can't even say that right now because you know there is no open volume happening. So um, obviously, whenever I do put any of these things here, this is me, you know, anticipating a candle close below this level before I personally will take a trade, um, you know, down to this area. So let's write our TP1 at 1855. I typically like to use, you know, round numbers. I don't typically like to use anything like this, but because it's basically 1863 on the dot, we'll just call it 1863. I like to use round numbers because they're very psychological levels. You know, price tends to bounce harder off of, you know, something that ends with a 5 or a 0 versus something that ends with like a 7. You know what I mean? Or a 3 in this case. Um, so let's put our TP2 down here at 1845, which, like I said before, lines up with this previous support and resistance level. So this is basically what I'm looking for on both scenarios. We're basically just in a sloppy range. We can break to the upside or the downside. Doesn't matter to me, preferably to the upside because that is the overall directional bias we do have on the daily and weekly time frames. So if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know your analysis and where you think gold is headed. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.